Hello, it's Eclipse is back again. I'm back. I'm home now, and this video is just gonna be the one video, which is about the final season of The Last of Us, season 3. I'm gonna be talking about in a minute, in a second, and tomorrow is gonna start having 4 videos again. I'm gonna get back into my gameplays. I'm gonna set everything up again, and I'm just gonna try to finish Heavy Rain. So tonight I'm gonna probably do 3 parts. Then the day that this video is posted, I'll probably do another few parts. a- And after that, I should be back into business. I should be finishing Heavy Rain. Right after Heavy Rain is done, I'm gonna get into live streams. Then I'm gonna be streaming all of the Dog Pictures games, which I have it listed over here. Which I'll be playing Man and Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, and The Devil in Me. And once those are done, I'm gonna be getting into my TV show, content and vlogs and more. I'm gonna try to make vlogs and all that. I'm gonna be like trying to get into some things, but yeah. So if I do make any other choices and if I do record it, I'm gonna be posting onto here because it's a choose your adventure thing. Like I want to make this channel into a choose your adventure gaming content thing. But that's why I have a gaming channel. I'm gonna be playing all types of games on the gaming channel, but on this channel, if I do play games, I'm gonna mainly focus just on choosing adventures. The Walking Dead Telltale game, Man Medan, Little Hope, Little Ashes, Until Dawn, The Quarry, Heavy Rain, things like that. On this channel, I'm gonna be focusing on games like that. Things from Telltale, Batman, The Batman Enemy Within, The Wolf Among Us. But then here's an update as well. I'm gonna be talking about that in another video because I'm gonna be talking about what this video is meant for. The Last of Us is ending on the final season on season 3. Catherine O'Hara passed away. She played Joel's. I'm gonna be getting into this. Like just let me talk about this. Catherine O'Hara passed away. She played Joel's therapist. But what I thought about season 4, like I thought season 3 was gonna be Abby's story. Then you're gonna see some of Tommy and all that when he kills Mania and all that, when he does all this stuff and all that, when he almost dies and all that, he gets shot in the head and he doesn't die. But yet you go back to season 4, which this show was planned for 4 seasons. I feel like Catherine O'Hara's character would have been Tommy's therapist. Joel Miller, Tommy Miller, the therapists, they're both gonna be dealing with something. Because in the games, Tommy comes back and he's limping. He's missing an eye, like he's missing half his eye, because he gets shot in the face, and we all think that he's dead, and he's not dead. But he says that he had a breakup with his wife and all that, and he was dealing with a few things and all that, and he was talking about that it was up to both of them on the happening and all that, and he's all like kind of out of it, and then he gives a map to Ellie to go back to Abby, and he gets pissed off about Ellie being done and all that, and Ellie's all like thinking about it, but later on, Ellie goes anyway. But yeah, here's the thing: Catherine O'Hara passed away, so I know that just like with some shows, they're gonna have some rewrites, and what they had planned is gonna get shortened. So I think this is gonna be even easier for the show. They could just do the games. They could just do the games. They don't need to add on all this like therapy stuff and all that for Tommy and all that. And they don't need to do all this stuff for Ellie, like therapist stuff and all that. They could just do what the games did. Season 3 can now be the final season. They don't need to add a bunch of stuff. So I think is gonna be about 8 episodes is gonna be Abby's story. Like about like 4 or 5 is gonna be the main days or whatever, like the Seattle Day 1, Seattle Day 2, all that. But I feel like they're gonna have a few extra episodes of full flashback episodes. I bet that the first episode might be something about her father, and it might be that like they're in this like woods or whatever, and they're tracking down that zebra that got pregnant and all that, and or what was it? Was it a zebra? I forget if it was a zebra or not, but that happens and all that, and that's about, depending on how you look at it, it's a good little while. And you go into the office and all that, and you're talking about go, going into surgery for Ellie. So I feel like that's gonna happen season 3 as well, and I feel like that's gonna be the first episode, the very first episode, because that's how the game went. The very first thing that happens when you transition from Ellie's story and you see Abby meet go into that auditorium place or whatever, that movie theater. You see Abby get mad, pointing a gun at Ellie, and she says that you wasted all of it, and she was saying all this stuff. No, she had like a speech, kinda. And you see Abby looking for her dad. Then you look around, find her dad. The zebra's pregnant. Her dad starts getting worried, running around and all that. Goes to the gate, finds the zebra. Owen comes over about Ellie being there, and so on. Then the next scene, I think we might see Marlene again this season, because Marlene did did talk to um Abby and Abby's father. Marlene was there. So yeah. And I feel like the end of the show will be the same thing as the game. Where Ellie is walking into the woods or whatever, and she's going back somewhere. We don't know if she's going back to Jackson. We don't know if she's going somewhere else. But other people say if they do make another game, don't make another like multiple seasons. Okay, and but then if they do make another season or two multiple seasons, we have only one more game. If it's just one game and it's a little bit shorter than the other one, just make one season. If they do, just make one season and just be done with it. Don't go on and make it like expand it and make it into 3 seasons for the final game. No, just if you want to make it into a season, just make one season. Don't don't waste all of our time. Yes, it's a good show, but it's not good enough to be like, oh hey, the show should have multiple seasons and all that. Should have all these awards. That's the first season. The first season adapted the most biggest game, most popular game, and then calm down for a bit about awards. Like don't go crazy on like, oh hey, this is the best game adaptation. It's a good show. It's not worth all these adaptations. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not great. It's good. Okay. Like it is one of my favorite shows too, but like it's not that, like I'd say Yellow Jackets is even better. I'd rather watch Yellow Jackets than bring up a bunch of The Last of Us stuff. I do like The Last of Us. I love the game. I love the show. I love the game more than the TV show. Come on, it's the adaptation. Like it's the very first thing how it was the game. But if they do make another season for the final game, do not make multiple seasons. Just make it one season, like around 7 to 8 episodes, and just be done with it. You don't need to make it 9 episodes, 10 episodes, 11. I feel like the end of the game will be about like acceptance and just kind of just roll and just chill. That's not worth multiple seasons. I, f- I feel like the final game is gonna be mainly about coping and all that, and just calming down. And this story is basically done. Um, Abby left and all that, and she's going to her safe place and all that. Because didn't they call her and all that, and they said that she's onto this place or whatever. And Ellie is going back, most likely to Jackson. And there's this rumor about her going to these like 5 different people, whatever, and these different people have like different chapters or whatever. That was that was a rumor a while ago on how the show's gonna go. I mean, game is gonna go, but I don't really know because the game is not out yet. It has not been confirmed. We just know from uh from the documentary that released. All we know is that the game is gonna be the final game, part three, the final chapter, and yeah, I do think we'll see flashbacks of Joel. I definitely think Joel would be playable again in the flashbacks, or maybe help. Tommy could be playable. Either way, one of them is gonna be playable, and I feel like it's gonna be the flashbacks from the first day. In in the beginning, like they keep saying, like probably we'll do this, probably we'll do this, probably we'll do that. All of us want to see flashbacks of like of how it was crazy and all that, and how Tommy just said said to Joel that he had nightmares on when they survived. Do that. Isn't isn't the final game to cope and have like acceptance? You can have flashbacks of Joe from the first days or whatever, and why Tommy thought it was like nightmares and all that, being like surviving with Joel, things like that. They should do that. Ellie being like calm and all that, and trying to like move on and all that, and trying to like not go after Abby anymore. Don't go after Abby. This is gonna be like a cat and mouse game, kind of like Negan and Maggie. I really like that they're not dead. I really like that Maggie and Negan are not dead, but they should get on with a story, not just this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This back and forth has been going on for almost 10 years now, 8 years, something like that. Oh my god, 10 years, yeah. It's 2026. The cliffhanger was in 20 2015 or 2016 with Negan, and Negan came back. Whoa, that's a decade. But yeah, I definitely I definitely think if they do make another final season, like for now, this is gonna be the final season next year. They did confirm it. HBO Max's president or whatever, or the CEO did did keep saying this would be the final season. And also there was a post that I posted. I'm not sure if it's there anymore. It is not there anymore. So I was trying to check if it's in my. No, it's not here anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is gonna be the final season of The Last of Us. I thought it was gonna have 4 seasons, but now because things are changing now and all that, and I think they're gonna push into one season. and I think they're gonna have the fourth season for the final game, and just make it the final season, the final game, and all that. Just make one season. Don't don't go overboard and all that. It's it's a game most likely about calming down and all that and moving on. Like there's gonna be still stuff happening. Clickers are gonna exist. A story is gonna still exist. But this is gonna be the end. You can't start something and say, "Oh, hey, this is gonna be the final game," and start it into this whole thing being all like, "Oh, hey, this is a whole new story and all that. We're gonna keep going." Don't do that. Please don't. Just Abby's story is kind of just like the end, basically, and Ellie's like the rest of Ellie's story. Then after that, it's just calming down. You don't really need another season, but if they really wanted to, just make one season with about maybe you can do 6 episodes. 6, 7, 8. They could do that. It definitely doesn't need 9 episodes for like a 5-person group. Like if that rubric is true, the each each person might help Ellie calm down. And these people that she meets is her guide going back to Jackson. And I think she'll talk to Dina again. Abby's gonna be playable. I think hopefully Tommy calms down and she has and he has a talk with Abby. Don't make it into a fight. Don't make it into this huge thing, but talk. Don't have do not have Abby join the group like it was all like, "Oh, hey, this is a good thing." Have them talk so everyone can move on. Have have Tommy kind of calm down and talk to Abby on why she did all this and kind of calm down. And the flashbacks of Joel during the first days will kind of remember that Joel was kind of a bad person. Everyone's not bad or good in The Last of Us. No one's good. No one's bad. That's how they told the whole Last of Us story. No one is a good person. No one is a bad person. That's how they told the Last of Us story. You're just a character. That's why the way that they killed Joel and all that, and they were treating it like Abby's this villain, then you play as Abby. Because she's not an antagonist. She's just surviving. Someone killed her dad. Like, it's just. And Joel killed everyone that was around him. Pretty much everyone. And he played both sides too. He was in the abandoned group or whatever. Like he played both sides. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you next one. For now, that's the only video that I'll be making. Then later on, I'll get into Heavy Rain and all that. I'm gonna be getting into all my games. But yeah, I'll see you next one. And bye.